So, as most of you already know, I have finished school, but there was a time that I did go to school, guys. I know, crazy. Now, I have to say, I was not the best kid at school. I hope my parents aren't watching this video, but I'm going to tell you guys some gossip. So, this was way before I started doing YouTube, maybe when I was 13, 14 sort of age. And I was kind of in that period in my life where I was starting to be a bit naughty because I had been so well behaved for my whole life and I was getting bored of that, you know? So, I started causing some trouble. There was a few minor incidents, like one time I slammed the door and it kind of broke and my teacher got me in trouble for breaking a door. Obviously, it wasn't on purpose, but she got me in a lot of trouble for that.
Why'd you slam it so hard?
It was actually by accident. I don't know. I'm just so strong. I don't know. So I got in trouble for that. That was counted as vandalism. What other vandalism did I do? Where did he even... Oh, I'm actually blind. Okay, well, you know what? I'm leaving this guy. Okay, never mind. He's not leaving me. I also did a few other things that counted as vandalism, which also, most of the time, I just did by accident. So, I was a bit unlucky. But let me tell you about the time how I almost burnt down my school. So, one day, my friend at the time, who now I kind of look back on it, was not a friend at all. He was just kind of a weirdo that I talked to. But one time he asked me, hey, can you bring a lighter to school tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know. I did anyway because I felt peer pressured, but I shouldn't have done. I brought a lighter to school. Wasn't sure why until I was outside of the school about half an hour before it started on the field where everyone hanged out before school. Now, he actually got a deodorant can out of his pocket and I started to realize where this was going. But basically, he took the lighter off of me, which I stole from my parents' drawer in the house, and he used it and he basically made a homemade flamethrower. So basically, you hold the deodorant can, you spray it towards the lighter, and flames go everywhere. By the way, don't replicate this at home. This is for professionals only. Now, we had some fun before school, but now school was started, so we went inside. But if you've ever had a lighter, you'll know it's actually kind of fun just to keep turning it on and off again. It makes kind of a satisfying click and you get to look at the fire. It's kind of cool. But so what ended up happening is me and him were in class together and we were just both kind of playing with our lighters underneath the desk. So we're just turning it on and off again, on and off again. Nothing too serious, right? It's just a lighter. Anyway, I did that for a little bit, maybe half an hour, until I realized when I looked underneath the table that had burnt the table. The table, which was made out of like wood, had a black spot underneath it. And it kind of turns out that I almost set it on fire. If I had just left my lighter under there for a little bit longer, it probably would have set on fire, which obviously is not a good thing. Until eventually someone in my class, I'm not gonna say their second name, but their first name was Ben, they actually put their hand up and they called the teacher over and they pointed at me and they're like, this kid has got a lighter underneath the table. And I'm like, I tried to hide it in my pocket, but the teacher got it off me and I actually got in a little bit of trouble, obviously. To be honest, not that bad. I got like a few detentions, like an hour after school, and that was it. I thought I was gonna get suspended, but nope, just an hour after school. And that my friend who told me to bring in a lighter, he also had his own, didn't get in any trouble at all, guys, and he did not like do anything, so that's why you don't listen to your friends. But yeah, basically that's the story of how I almost burnt down my school. Watch the next video on your screen, boys.